Hey fellow YouTubers, welcome back to Land of the Wombats. It's your bad old Uncle Chris here to share some off-grid lifestyle stories. As part of the work that's preparing us for winter, we're going to plant some more trees in this particular area. And we've got all the compost up top, so might as well spend a bit of extra time, get a few more trees in this area. Trees are great actually in this environment because once they're established, you don't really need to do anything to them. They'll just basically just grow. Now right beside me here is a little sycamore that we planted earlier in the year when it was quite hot and dry. It needed a bit of care and attention to get to this phase, but I think that's doing pretty well. And there's another one of them further over, and right to the side of here as well is an oak tree. I believe it's a pin oak, which is they grow very, very well in this area. And behind it is a sugar maple, which is a fair few years old, and that's actually looking pretty healthy as well. Now with the trees, one of the things that, one of the benefits that they produce here is shade. It actually shades the soil. They'll also drop leaves onto the ground, and they'll start to fertilize the soil all around them. So they're fantastic, fantastic things to grow, and I recommend it highly. So we're actually going to try and produce enough canopy shade here to actually just shade out the area of the ground. So that's the goal, but we'll see how we go. Today we're tree planting, and I'm looking down at the tree down here, and this is a pin oak, I believe, and we grew this from an acorn a couple of years ago, but it's never done really well where it was a bit too shady. So I've brought it down here into the forest edge, and it should enjoy a lot more sunshine and probably a lot more care and attention in the hot summer months. So basically I dug it out of the hole that it was in, and it's now loose, you can see. So that's basically the plant. So we're going to put that to the side. Now I always like getting plants off to a good start. I dug that hole a couple of minutes ago and removed the soil. So what we feed into that hole is what the plant grows in, and that's the compost mix, and that will take quite a bit of compost. And basically it's a mushroom compost, mulch, like really fine woody mulch, and a bit of brown sand, and also garden lime, which is calcium carbonate. It's got blood and bone in it, and this time I put a bit of gypsum in here because you can see that the ground here is actually quite hard. So we've got that to that sort of area. You can see some of the gypsum. It was a bit wet when we got it, so it's stuck into these sort of balls. It's not ideal. I've tried to break up as many as I could. So basically I take the tree, bang it in the hole, try and get the leaves positioned so that they're facing the sun, which would be off to the north, which is off that way, and pull out some of the grass that's in here. So you don't want to pull out too much because you'll upset the tree roots. And then I basically backfill this stuff, this soil mixture, over the tree. Okay, when we got to where we're at this point, we basically clear the compost away from the trunk of the tree, and I smooth it out so that you get a water collection area on the downhill side, because what will happen there is that any rainfall will actually infiltrate into the hole of the tree, the hole by the mean in the ground, sorry I mean. So then you tamp that down with your boot, and what that does is that restores capillary action in the soil mix. You can see it's moving down quite a lot lower, which is why I set it up a bit higher in the first place. And just backfill some of that. Done. That tree will get a very long, healthy life in there. I'll give it a good start with a bit of water with seaweed solution in it. And seaweed solution contains most of the minerals that a plant needs. And that water will infiltrate over the next couple of minutes, and it will go down and sit in around the plant's root system. So it should be good. Should be good for water for a couple of days. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week.